to episode 2 of I Don't Like That podcast with Taya Valkyrie and
Bobby Blueberry. Welcome.
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I didn't know this was happening today.
I mean, I came straight from the library, just doing lots of research,
Absolutely.
Was feeling inspired. We have a small furry dog in here that's not supposed to be in here. Bowie.
See, I do love dogs.
Yeah, I was at the library doing research because I'm going to do a full breakdown of something we talked about on episode 1 coming up about the Illuminati. Because now I'm going down the rabbit hole.
Yeah, well, you don't have to because I already know.
Oh, you're in the know.
The Illuminati, they are pie bakers and they put them in their windowsills for little birds to come eat.
I need to know what's going on.
If anybody missed it, I believe in the Illuminati, and I believe they are lovely people.
Lovely people, apparently.
But do you know what's not lovely?
What? Is something bothering you?
Yes, something's bothering me.
What could it be?
God, I just can't put my head around it.
Oh, are you talking about my bucket hat?
God.
It's not giving fishermen, okay?
That is not giving fishermen, but I would like to throw you into the sea right now.
You'd like to throw me into the sea. I think a furry hat reminds me of Pamela Anderson. And Pamela Anderson, that really famous photos where she did a red carpet with Tommy Lee. I think it was like a pink one.
Oh, of
feathery,
course. Iconic. And then Beyonce did it for the Bodyguard music video.
Yeah. So that is what it makes me think of. And me being a Vancouver Island Victoria girly and Pamela Anderson also being from Vancouver Island. Come on.
That's giving Russian soldiered.
If Russian soldiers dress like this, we've got problems. I mean,
that solves everybody's problems. That would solve
I wore
many
green
problems.
because we were talking about Wicked, and I just got inspired by.
Well, no, I love it.
Emerald City.
I don't like that bucket hat, but I do love the green.
Well, it's staying, and it's going to stare at you.
And I'm wearing velvet.
This entire episode.
The hat?
Too bad for you. Yeah, well, now I have hat hair, so I can't take it off.
God, for those of you listening and not watching, you're lucky.
I look cute.
You look cute from the eyes down.
Yeah, don't put me on a green screen. I'll just be a face, a floaty head, and some boobs.
With this outfit, the green screen is going to be what disappears, not you.
We love that.
We love that.
Yeah. Alrighty. So
it's our party episode.
And if you didn't know, now you know. We are great party planners.
We're great party goers, too.
Party goers. You want us at your party. We are fun.
And I want to leave your party.
What if there was a bucket hat party?
I'm busy that day.
You're busy.
I'm
booked. And busy with no bucket hats.
You know what? I might go and just start
burn it down.
Snatching. I'll lock the door for the outside and burn.
You're giving Joker energy.
The Joker is real. Also, talk about conspiracy theories. We call downtown
Los Angeles
Gotham.
If you have not experienced downtown Los Angeles, good for you.
Gotham vibes. The Joker
is afoot. He runs downtown LA.
Yeah.
And LA is like such a I remember when I first came to LA when I was on Lucha Underground and we actually stayed in Gotham, because we filmed in Gotham in Boyle Heights. And I remember just thinking it was I'd never seen a downtown like that because really during the day, all it is like businesses and like lawyers' offices and accountants. I don't know. What are they?
And then, accountants.
A few jewelry stores. I don't know.
And then at nighttime, the Scarecrow.
At nighttime, it's giving Gotham.
It's Gotham.
Yeah.
I mean, the sirens constantly. It's crazy how it's like ants marching, businessmen just back and forth with their briefcases and their suits.
And then as soon as the sun goes down, the moon comes up and all mayhem.
Mayhem.
The Penguin is under the street.
No, the Penguin lives in Santa Monica.
Oh, South Gotham.
Yes.
Okay, we're going to break it down on how we describe. We live in West Hollywood.
Which is West Hollywood.
West Hollywood is West Hollywood. Hollywood can even stay Hollywood because also it can be a little Gotham-y sometimes and a little sketch.
Yeah.
But it's Hollywood. It's iconic. It cannot be renamed.
No. But over the hill, we have the valley.
We refer to that as Metropolis.
That's Metropolis. You don't want to stay
Superman.
in Metropolis for too long. You're giving kryptonite.
That's why I'm not going to Metropolis.
Because you
Can't
Superman.
go. I'll hurt his, I don't want to hurt him.
You don't hurt him or his feelings.
Yeah. And then, so downtown, the main point here is don't go to Gotham.
People do say, West Hollywood is a bubble, liberal bubble. And let me tell you.
I love it.
Good.
Remember when I lived in Florida for 1 year? I'd rather not. It's not cute. It's not cute. Sorry, Florida. But I will stay in my little...
great. We just lost Florida.
I don't think it matters.
My husband's from Florida, so...
Oh, we forgive him for that.
They're back.
Poor David.
Ew, poor. Oh, poor David. Got it.
Yeah. Speaking of David and Gotham, and parties, we went to a crazy New Year's party this year, which was giving Gotham, even though it was in Beverly Hills. Also, Beverly Hills can just be Beverly Hills because...
But this party that we ended up, the day of invite, we went to this
last
party.
Minute. We had no real plans.
Jazz band, and literally the vibe was...
Vibing.
The Joker coming in through the ceiling and crashing. It was literally like so...
Gorgeous.
Yes. Stunning. But the party was like, you just looking around and I go,
we walked in, jazz music was playing. There's tons of security out front and lines and velvet ropes and red carpet-y kind of vibes. Everyone was beautiful. Everyone was dressed to the nines. It was giving Joker is coming and destroying.
I was constantly looking over my shoulder like the goons are going to come in and take the jewelry.
Yeah, and don't stand too close to that little champagne flute tower because it's going to get crashed into.
No, I just so badly... I think it's a bucket list thing. Bucket list.
Yeah.
Is to pull the bottom champagne or
you
glass
would be that guy.
I think it'd be funny. Also, I've always wanted to just drive through a closed gate. That's on my bucket list.
What are you escaping? The Joker?
That's a great excuse to... I'm like, that'd be so cool to just drive through a closed gate.
Yeah, I can't say that I've ever thought about driving through a closed gate. I like my gates closed and not broken.
There's some things I don't think about, but I do think about that.
And I'm sure it would be someone else's gate and not your own gate.
No.
Don't even think about driving through my gate.
No. But now it's all I'm thinking about.
Oh, no. Don't do it.
But parties also, her birthday party.
Yes.
Was amazing. She's a Halloween time baby, which I'm
obsessed with. We love spooky season. Anything related, like as soon as it is, people don't understand. As soon as it's September 1st, I am in full Halloween mode. I don't care. I travel a lot, so I want to enjoy my decorations and what is going on in my house and all the spookiness and wonderfulness of it all as long as possible.
I know, and I have the best birthday present for you.
And you keep saying that, and
it's so good that when you get it, when you get that present, you're gonna
have me waiting these next 8 months of you going, I got you the best birthday present.
You are, and I because it's so good. And then when you get it, you're just like, you would have never thought of it. I love it. And you guys will stay tuned.
Can't wait
for months from now when I give
months
it.
And months. I'll give it to you live on the
pod.
Yeah, and then you're talking about it for months though. The anticipation is killing me.
Well, I'll be talking about your birthday present and Wicked for Good for the
next year.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
It's so wicked, this outfit.
Yes, it's giving a little bit Elphaba green.
Absolutely. I mean, it's like you.
Emerald City, Elphaba.
You could have totally pulled this right off.
Munchkins.
Cynthia Erivo.
Yes. 100%. Yeah. Actually, speaking of Cynthia Erivo, yes, we're back on this again. I actually screenshotted this beautiful jacket that she was wearing at one of her red carpets while promoting Wicked that I'm getting made for a wrestling entrance jacket.
I want to see the jacket and then show me the picture after.
Yes,
okay.
I'm very excited for you to see it. I did it in a different color, but she just had so many iconic looks. And you know me.
Oh my God.
Very understated. Something that just makes me blend in is right up my alley. So.
Very understated.
Very understated. Always.
Now, so your birthday.
Yes.
It was a very goth, serial killer.
Vampire vibes. It was Vampire Ball.
Vampire Ball. That's what it was.
And it was actually kind of the first time that we had a bunch of people over at our new house because John and I moved into West Hollywood in the fall.
From
Metropolis. Sherman Oaks. So it was the first time we had a bunch of people over. It was still super nice because LA, best weather.
Oh, it was
End of
so
October.
I got
Gorgeous.
a step and repeat.
Yes, we got a step and repeat because the LA of it all, I have to have a step and repeat.
Well, she's like, I want a step and repeat. And it was like days before. And while living in LA, I'm like, this has to happen on a daily basis. That people are like, I need a step and repeat. So I found one that was made in 24 hours.
Literally the fastest. Perfect.
And it was perfect.
It was so absolutely perfect. I had a friend, David, make the logo. Yes, I had a logo for my birthday. For the step and repeat. My friend Sherry was in town from Calgary, and she's a professional photographer. So we actually had a photographer there. So we got all these professional shots. And we did such a good job. Yes, I am giving ourselves a pat on the back because that party...
She also hired a Dracula, like a fake Dracula to go around the party.
Yes. Well,
who canceled
on me. I went to one of those, again, the LA of it all. You can literally, when you go online, find someone that's impersonating any type of character that you would like.
People.
Any kind.
You've seen Spider-Man's and Elsa's, but you found a Dracula.
I wanted Dracula. And so I found this website where you could, hire these impersonators because I wanted to have this moment of like a Dracula that was in full character walking around my party.
And we talked about it. We go, we want him in character.
Also, I was not going to be mad if he was kind of like a shitty Dracula.
Yeah.
Like I didn't need Nosferatu, perfection.
My dream is that if it
camp.
was me.
I wanted camp.
If it was me and I came as Dracula, I would be so committed to the role, like almost annoying. Like I would I'd only speak about like the plague and things that happened 200 years ago.
Remember, we were so excited about actually having these like real conversations with Dracula and asking him questions about his backstory and his history because we were trying to actually like stump the Dracula. Then he canceled on me last minute.
Yeah, I wanted he didn't understand phones, like just fully committed, and then he canceled. I think it was
what a loser.
Yeah, loser. And if you're listening, Dracula. You're done in this town.
It's over. You're done.
Dracula's so over.
No parties at this house with you. We tried. But it ended up being fine because our lovely friend Brandywine came in full drag as a vampire Dracula drag queen perfection.
Yeah,
and she was committed the entire time. Loved it. It actually all worked out the way it was supposed to.
At the party, and she's like, this is the best gig I've ever done. I don't have to perform like a number, just full Dracula makeup and, drink and have a good time and just hang out, really.
We had cute snacks.
Oh, gosh. The snacks were so cute. We'll have to put a picture of the cookies.
Yes. I found this bakery. I'll probably tag them in the video if I can or on Instagram. But they did like horror movie character cookies, and they were so good. Like, I don't know how.
Here's the thing,
to all the cake and cookie decorators out there. A talent I do not have.
Something I've learned about planning parties and doing parties and going to parties.
You go to parties?
I've been to a couple parties. I try to get paid to go to parties. But you notice that people will do like a most beautiful spread, which we did. It was a beautiful spread.
It looked like we had very expensive catering.
The problem is when people first get there and they see that, the spreads, like sometimes the charcuterie boards, they look so perfect, people don't want to mess it up.
Yeah.
So I have learned that I will mess up the table
so that
like
people
within
feel
a half
like
hour
they
of it starting.
You not be embarrassed by being the first person to take a piece of cheese out of the cheese tower.
So there was a couple times during that party where like I took not like the cool cookies but other stuff, and I would take like a bite and then throw it in the trash so there's empty spots.
So that people felt more comfortable.
Cupcakes, I was like, I don't want a cupcake, but I had
the cupcakes with the eyeballs on them.
I had a cupcake, and I was like, okay, I ate half of it, and then I kind of just like, I put it, I was like, I don't want all of this, so I put it aside. Yeah. But you needed to see that a cupcake was missing. Then other people go up.
Felt like eating the cupcakes.
And they can feel like
and in Los Angeles and Hollywood, getting people to eat is...
Well, that's the other thing. Like
everyone was deep in the vodka at that point.
Serving bread in LA at a party is insane.
I was not reading the room.
Insane. People don't eat bread here.
No.
Or if they do, it's when
celiac
bread, silly,
gluten free.
So bread is not something we eat here.
Yeah, no.
And cheese.
Everyone loved the charcuterie. Laura did a great job on the charcuterie bar. It was beautiful. So we'll post a picture of that too.
I did work this other party, and it was for the war in Ukraine.
Mm-hmm.
And it was
Like a charity dinner?
A charity dinner, but it was just past apps and stuff.
Yeah.
And a charcuterie board, or, it was a cheese board.
Yeah.
And, like the person had a refugee staying in their house with them. They had a doctor do the speeches.
Wow.
And it was very cool. But there was a point where, and the homeowners are vegetarian. And we put
Which happens a lot here.
Yeah, not me. I'll never be a vegetarian.
Nothing against being vegetarian.
Great. We just lost the vegetarians. But my husband's a vegetarian.
Is he?
No.
Okay. Didn't think so.
He is not. I couldn't marry that. No offense.
If you are, it's okay.
But the cheese board.
That's a choice.
So we put the cheese on his cheese board, and this, again, it is for you. It's very serious and it's about Ukraine, and he
raising money for a good cause, raising and helping all these people,
and this man comes into the kitchen and he's like, "Oh my God, you guys put cheese on that cheese board. I don't want animal products on that cheese board. I need you guys to take it off."
But did he eat cheese?
Yes, he ate cheese.
So if he ate cheese, but he didn't want the cheese on the cheese board, how does that make any? I
just kind of look around and he left the kitchen.
Very unaware.
And I look at everybody who's working and I go, "You guys, there's a war going on in Ukraine, and this guy is worried about the cheese on the cheese board. First world problems." I just couldn't absorb the fact that this guy was worried about the cheese.
What he wanted you to put the cheese on, and also why, if he was
a different
board. I have
board.
so many questions.
I have no answers. I have no answers. We'll bring him on the pod. I'm sure you'd love that.
I'd be like, "Listen,
man.
Some
mega rich guy," and I won't,
Did he have a tray? Did he have a...
We put it on something
animal
else.
Product strip
But he was so upset
tray?
that we put like a really nice cheese board thing, but it was just cheese on a board, and I was like...
It's not that deep, everybody.
I was like, this is...
a charity event. There's bigger problems.
I'm like, oh my God, if that refugee was in the kitchen when that happened, I would have just probably left. If he saw that and be like, "You were worried about the cheese board." This is what
we're worrying about when there's actual real issues in the world right now. Not it.
That's not it. It's not giving.
Well, I had a charcuterie board.
She did.
Charcuterie board. And listen, I let that cheese be on that cheese board.
We love a pun.
And I think it was like...
I let the cheese be on a cheese...
cheese be on a cheese board. And I think that the cheese board was a Ouija board.
It was. I love that
Ouija
tray.
Board tray.
I love.
I think we got it from
tray.
Target during one of our many Target Target Halloween runs. We love Target.
Except
we don't like Target anymore.
Target's canceled.
We don't like it. Bad Target.
We don't go to Target anymore.
No.
And buy just one salsa because it's so good. We don't go in there last week. We don't go in there and spend $3.29.
No. There are alternatives to Target.
There are, but the salsa.
You love the salsa.
I love Target salsa, and also you go into Target.
I am going to be on a mission now to find you a new salsa.
Great, I know. I mean, we live in Los Angeles where we have like some of the best authentic Mexican cuisine, and
you're buying Target
love
salsa.
The salsa at Target.
So I'm on a mission now. I am on a mission.
I like
find new salsa for Bobby.
My salsa,
Bobby
salsa preference. I'm not into the chunky salsa. I like the restaurant style.
Yes, I don't really like a pico de gallo, which is like the really like chunks.
Like pico de gallo or salsa that is like the really small. So everything's cut so small.
It's exactly like I like my oysters, small.
Yeah. I like oysters. I don't know why I did that.
You know where there was really good oysters and
you said
fish stuff? I can't even speak.
The fisherman's talking, everybody.
The fisherman is talking.
Bucket hat.
No, at that Gotham New Year's party. Remember the shrimp tower or whatever it was? There was like a pile of it.
It was delicious.
Mr. Freeze came, froze some ice, and threw some shrimp on it while he was wearing a bucket hat because he fished the shrimp.
I'm sorry, but a shrimp tower worries me a lot. I don't think those words belong together, but it was delicious.
It was
I
good.
Don't know, like piled up seafood is weird to me. The shrimps are huge.
The penguin found the shrimp.
Penguin, those were Arctic fish.
Arctic
shrimp. They were huge.
Massive.
And you have to believe her because she has a bucket hat on.
The price of a glass of champagne. Remember how much the glasses of champagne were?
Yeah, so that at the Gotham New Year's Eve party, the champagne was $75 a glass.
Yeah, it was.
So, yeah,
Listen,
we got
outrageous.
Between you, me, and David, my husband, we split a bottle of champagne,
Mhm.
and then after that, we're like, okay, we treaded lightly, and then around midnight, they start passing out champagne for free for the New Year's toast. We had a little table.
We started hoarding the champagne.
I started every time someone walked by. I was like, "We're getting,
give me one of those."
And we should post the photo of.
I
the
guess
table.
I'll have one. Yeah, I took a photo of it. Yeah,
the table afterward, like from 11:45 to 12:30, because then we left and went on. But I was just grabbing every glass of champagne.
Yeah, because we were not paying $75 a glass of champagne. That's absolutely ridiculous.
I was getting our money's worth. I'm very thrifty.
We were trying to make it work.
We made it work.
And we had fun.
We had a great time.
We had cute photos. They had like a really bougie photo booth. Of course, like me having to step and repeat at my birthday, there always has to be a photo op.
Yes.
At a Gotham party or any party.
I do remember we were walking around this, this private members club is where we
Yes.
Went. And I remember we took a tour, and I kind of went, almost around the corner, and there's like a security guard standing there. And I go, "Oh, what's back there?" And he goes, "Oh, it's the alley." And I go, "Oh, that's where the penguin comes in."
That's where the penguin comes in.
And
he did not get it.
He did not get it. But I bet he went home later and was like,
"Oh,
the penguin's coming through the alley." I was like, "Isn't that where Batman's family was murdered?" Back there in the alley. Got it.
There. Also, I need to know the types of people that are members to those member clubs.
Yeah, so we can get invited.
So we can get invited more often.
I get Soho. I like Soho. Soho's cute. But kind of like it's such a trend now too. I don't know about other cities, but these private members clubs are popping up.
It's giving Anna Delvey's plan. Wasn't that what it
Anna
is?
Delvey.
Wasn't that what she was trying to do, right?
Yeah, I was just trying to give the money.
The money is coming.
That was Christopher Walken.
The money is coming.
The money is coming.
But wasn't she trying to do a members only, like, bougie club?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think so.
Yeah.
We don't know what she was really trying to do, but
we don't know. Maybe we should get her on the pod.
It was so Loved that. That was what a ride that show was.
I was obsessed with that show.
I kind of waited for that show to. I thought we were going to get an explanation to the way she talked.
They never gave it.
It never came.
No.
We never.
Well, I mean, she was from Germany?
I think Milwaukee. I think
she was. I can't remember, but she has a European accent. But I feel like it was.
We'll be right back. We're gonna go watch the entirety
of
Making Anna Delvey. We'll be right back.
And we're back.
And we're back. Well, that was
my God. What a wild ride.
8 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, I think she had a European accent. I can't remember specifically which country it was, but it just sounded like a mix of
we just watched
but
it
also,
too. We just watched the whole 8 hours. We still don't know.
I mean, I'm fascinated by the entire story.
I
read a book about it, written by her old best friend.
But I guess she was ahead of her time because now these private clubs are
everywhere. And then I feel like, wasn't it the week after we went to the Gotham party in Beverly Hills that we went to that piano bar that was also right
the Paley
on Santa Monica Boulevard
that our friend Brennan was playing piano
Shout
at.
out to Brennan. So
we went to
the piano bar and watched him play. It was beautiful, but it was also private, like club kind of thing. And I remember looking at Bobby and being like, kind of into this.
Oh, we were into it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm like, is this going to become, like, is this all we do now?
I also love
going to a place where everyone can go? Why?
God. We're inclusive and exclusive. But I love a piano bar.
Piano bars
prefer
are very...
that more than any nightclub.
I think I had like a really good dirty martini there, or espresso martini. Now I can't remember.
Remember when we went, that was with you. We went out and had dinner 2 weeks ago, and I was like, I'm not drinking. I wanted a water, and I was so dead serious that the girl's like, I'm gonna wait. And then she orders an espresso martini.
When we went with Kayla, yeah.
And I immediately go, you know what? That sounds good. I'll have that.
Yeah, in about .000
I went from hydrating to
dehydrating. And like
in seconds.
Caffeine and alcohol literally like suck all the hydration out of you, dry you out.
I don't care. I'd rather be happy. I like that.
I was awake and having a great time.
Well,
that
you know,
restaurant
just
was nice too. I can't remember what it was called, but that was
Lava. That's a different place. Not at all.
No, not that at all.
No.
Laya, because I remember going Laya, Taya.
Oh, that's right. And Lavo is on Sunset, and that's really good Italian.
Yes, and I feel like this place was down on Fairfax.
No. Cahuenga. It was in Hollywood.
Going back to my party, I think that it really showed how good we work as a team because we put that shit together quick. It looked beautiful. And then also it inspired Bobo, our lovely friend Scarlett Bobo, and their husband Pete. I've been talking about getting married. Yes, we're talking about this right now. And I think that we should be allowed to plan and decorate for it because we're that good.
We should. They're getting gay married.
Yeah.
We love that, which is also known as marriage. Have you ever been to a gay wedding before? Or yeah, have you ever been to a gay wedding?
I have not been to a gay wedding before.
Which surprises me, but also it doesn't because it's really only, at least in America, been legal for maybe 10 years now.
Yeah. No, I have not, but I can't wait to go.
Which is crazy. I've only been to one gay wedding.
I think you and David should get like...
And it was my own.
A vow.
It was the
only... Do a vow renewal just so that I can go.
I know. I loved our wedding. We did it very, very us.
Yes.
Very, very us. It was our wedding was a week camping on the beach in Malibu, and we got RVs, we got for the families, and it was glamping.
Okay, I was gonna ask.
It was glamping. You would have absolutely.
Because I do not want to be in the dirt.
No, it was so cute though. We had these nice
with
RVs.
the like beach fly ant things that bite you and shit.
No, I think we did it in the
I don't like that.
middle September, so I think the bug situation was really
more under control.
Okay. But it was so cute, and yeah, it was just like family all partying together. But again, it was so us. And then we got married on Saturday night, and we had rented a place in the hill.
Yeah,
so we all had to drive up into the clouds, and it was really cute.
All the photos that I've seen have been beautiful. So you should do it again so that I can be there.
I know. I think if we renew our vows, I would do the exact same thing: beach camping, Malibu, glamping, and super fun. It was like kind of like a musical festival vibe.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah,
I like that. I can get behind that.
Like we all, we're all just like hanging out by the campfire every night. But we also had a frosé machine, a Bloody Mary bar. Like we had it very.
Well, I would expect you guys to only have the best foods and drinks.
I know, and you know what we did for our food at our wedding? I rented this amazing taco truck.
I love that.
It was awesome.
And so much less stressful.
It was less stressful. It was affordable.
And also like you probably. Like, I barely ate anything at our wedding. I didn't even taste any desserts. I was so mad that I paid all that money for all that delicious food, and I didn't even get to, have it. I
think I did finally sit down and eat, but we were going, the taco truck was, setting up, and then so my husband and I came, instead of coming down the middle aisle, we came from the sides. And
Cute.
But he came from this side. So I came from the other side of the house, and I was right next to.
Did you eat a taco before saying your vows?
No, but I'm right. I'm
taco breath.
I am on the side of the house, right next to the taco thing, and I don't think they knew who I was at that moment because I was getting ready. So they showed up, and they were pointed where to go, and I was getting ready. So this is the first time I've met the taco truck people.
The taco people.
And it was actually a taco stand more than a truck.
Adorable.
And they were kind of finishing setting up, and this is right before the ceremony starts. So I'm standing there on the side of the house, kind of waiting for the cue.
Yeah.
And they look at me and they go, "Hey, do you want to have a taco?" Very nice. And I go, "I do, but I'm going to go get married real quick, and then I'm going to come back and get a taco."
And then I'm going to get a taco.
And so the taco
I really would have loved you to just have one quick
taco,
carne asada taco right before you get up there.
Oh my god, I know!
Full onions in your teeth. Hi, David, marry me forever.
Yeah, I should have, but I was wearing white, and I didn't.
You didn't want to get
no.
You didn't want to get a little taco stand. You didn't want to do that.
So yeah, so taco thing, valet parking, a couple of things, but our wedding was super affordable. We spent more money on the honeymoon than we did the wedding, but
ours was not affordable.
I used to do production design, so I just kind of production designed the whole wedding myself.
Yes.
And my mother-in-law goes, "This is
Beautiful.
the most expensive wedding I've ever been to." And let me tell you, it was the least expensive wedding she's ever been to.
Listen, I think that people, if I could do it again, I definitely would not do the giant wedding thing.
Well,
we had like two.
You did two different weddings.
We've actually been married 3 times. You don't know about the third time.
No.
We were married on television.
Was that legal?
No, of course not.
Oh,
but it was on. Our characters got married on Lucha Underground season 4, and actually, it was because our characters were super out there and over the top.
Cute.
Go figure. The whole wedding was green, lime green. Actually, I'm on brand right now. Yeah, totally lime green. It was very stupid. I got put through the cake.
That sounds
ridiculousness.
That sounds.
I was bleeding.
Ugly. That sounds
It was
ugly.
a lot. I will make you. Bobby and I are just gonna go right now and watch the wedding episode
real quick.
We'll be right back. Yeah, no, it was super
and we're
fun.
Back.
And then like our real wedding was the classic. Like there was 200 people there plus.
Like real. So this is now your real wedding.
Real wedding
that you had.
200 plus. So many people. There's not even a photo of John and I together after like in the reception area because we were so busy saying hi to our significant, our families and our friends. That's the
thing about a wedding that people, if you're having a wedding, what you don't realize is like you're hosting
the
all
whole time.
Day.
Yeah.
So you are not. Besides the ceremony, we were
I don't
really
remember anything.
Together. And like the one time my niece had my niece wanted to perform. She kind of learned a song from The Greatest Showman, and so
I love that.
She performed. It was so cute, and it was so nice because I got to sit.
Yes,
we got to sit down. That was the only time we were together the entire day, besides the actual ceremony and kind of getting ready because we were the 2 men. We got ready together.
Okay,
but other than that, like you're just ping ponging everywhere. Yeah. It is a day of blur.
A blur. You don't remember anything. Yeah, and like we just didn't see. And so I think that if we were to do it again, like I would just do something small and then throw a big party afterwards or something like that. Which is why
I've seen the photos from your first wedding. Beautiful, classic. It is very much fairy tale.
Fairy tale. I had the big dress. I had all the flowers. It was over the top gorgeousness.
And it was like kind of probably unnecessary money.
Oh my God!
Throw for a day.
Why? Don't do that.
Your vow renewal.
Vow renewal was so fun.
Is now this is their third wedding.
Third wedding.
And this is when we first met. I think it just happened, and you were showing me photos. And
yes, from Las Vegas.
When you see the vow renewals, I was like, I know who she is.
Yes, the vow renewal was definitely us. We did it in Las Vegas. We actually shot it for season 1 of Johnny Loves Taya. So you can actually go back and watch that. It was the season finale. Well, back off we go. It was super fun. And we had Elvis marry us. It was very campy. I had a black dress, red roses, like that classic Vegas rocker. John had a bedazzled pant and a see-through, mesh top. It was so us.
I love that renewal because it was okay. We got very married. Fun. We did the thing because also the whole thing about a wedding.
Family.
You're doing it for everybody else.
Yeah.
And it was very important to me that I was like, I want this to be us. I don't think I would do anything much different in my own wedding because I saw it in hindsight before it was happening.
Yeah.
One thing we did differently and that I had to fight for, that we did because we got married on a cliff in Malibu. So we did our wet vows and the wedding was over. But instead of walking
off the cliff,
we walked straight off the cliff.
Straight off the cliff.
I would have loved to parachute off there.
Because we don't want to risk our lives. Remember, we talked about that.
That's right,
already.
we don't.
We don't do that.
But we did our first dance immediately up there on the cliff.
Oh, that's cute.
So we're like, we're married. And then we did the breaking of the glass because my husband's Jewish.
Yep.
And then we did our first dance.
Right away.
Right on the cliff. And what was something I didn't think about was that we got to stand still and look. And
breathe, take a breath.
Breathe, and you got to see the view. We got to see all of our guests, and we just
everyone was focused and pinpointed on you two and what was going on, and I think that's really.
And I guess I also kind of didn't want. I wanted to enjoy. I wanted to get everything done. I didn't want to have to do this thing like 30 minutes. Go, okay, first dance. 30 minutes later, let's do the cake. And 30 minutes later, I wanted to do it all in one.
Did you guys do your pictures before?
No.
Or after the ceremony?
We did it. We just did it during. We didn't go off to do pictures. We just stayed on the cliff and hung out with everybody, and then took some with just us, and then mostly took with we've been together for 16 years. We have so many
Aw.
photos together.
They're very cute, and we're gonna post some pictures.
We are,
Yes,
but of us,
of us, because that's like so cute.
But my husband, I go, this is my idea. I want to do the first dance right away, and he fought me on that. And he goes,
really,
no,
David?
he goes, I don't want to do it. And then it happens.
Yeah.
We're doing our first dance, and it's on video. He is bawling while it's happening.
Cried a lot too.
And it makes me want to cry thinking about it. But he was crying, and if you watch,
there's no tears on the pod.
and if you see, in the video, you see he's just crying on my shoulder,
Aww.
and we're slowly turning, and you see
love.
my face, and I am grinning ear
Do
to
you
ear.
look like the Joker?
I look like the Joker because I was right. I was so happy because
you won the battle.
and also the entire audience. I mean, guests. We're not a dry eye in the house. And
adorable.
then the song I chose, "There Will Be Time." It's like 2 minutes of slow, and then all of a sudden the song goes bum bum bum, and then that's when confetti went off and we walked down the aisle. I had it all planned.
My gosh.
And then the next song
Giving
was
theater child.
Oh, and I was like, so right.
You were so right. Yeah, we did our photos after the ceremony, and I wish, in hindsight, to have done them before anything happened, to have gotten them out of the way, because I felt like the ceremony was over. I wanted to just go and hang out with my friends and not be worrying about the photos. And I was not in the mood.
So
I was like,
weird to me that people get married and then they go disappear for an hour.
It was weird because it's cocktail hour. And I think now I would just not do that. I would do like first look with us, because I think I was in that whole like tradition of like the groom doesn't see the bride, and like,
yeah,
screw tradition, do whatever you want, don't listen to what other people think.
Yeah,
like it's your day. It should not be about, well, on Pinterest or on this and like no, don't do that. Do whatever you want.
You know what kills me too is matching outfits at weddings. First, when it's especially same-sex couples, I don't like it when they're both wearing the same outfit. I think wear
in their own style.
Wear
Some
your
photos
own
I've seen,
style,
yeah.
And I think it looks weird. And then number two, I really think that having groomsmen and bridesmaids
or
bridesmaids,
yeah,
having your wedding party, standing up there with you.
I did that.
Everybody does it.
Yeah,
and and
we had so many. Like, why did I have to have an entire dance team up there with me?
It's so awkward. The thing is, if I had,
I love my girls though, so that's why.
But if I had them up there, I'd be like, you're all gonna stand like, I'd make everybody stand still. But I think it's so weird. I think we did just us, and then my brother did did the ordained thing online.
Yeah.
And so it was just us together and nobody else up there taking focus away from me and him.
Stars of the show.
But
are the stars.
And then everybody in the same kind of outfit. I do love this trend of people wearing the same palette.
Yes, I just was a bridesmaid in my friend Heather and David's wedding, and we were given a color palette, and then every girl could pick out,
because you get to pick what
the style
feels
but
for
and
you.
it looked, all the photos were so beautiful, and I think that that's so cool.
We also did we had a kind of
I picked baby pink.
You did.
Why?
You did.
That's when you like look back on things and you're like, why did I do that? But me at the moment, I wanted whatever I thought was cute, and now it's like,
yeah,
I'm not a baby pink girl. Why would I do that?
Pinterest wedding.
It was very Pinterest.
See, in our wedding,
it was giving
we had a
soccer mommy vibes. If that makes any sense.
We had a guide for what we wanted everybody to wear, because we were Malibu Beach, Cliffside. Yeah. So we wanted everybody in whites and tans and like light blues is what we kind of gave, so that kind of casual
go together.
They don't have to be dressed up, but we wanted like summery. So all the photos of anything at the party, you just know that's a wedding. Everybody's in a white. It was real. Like our photos are just. I'm really happy with what we went with.
Yeah.
So that's our thoughts on weddings.
And hi, Scarlett, Bobo, and Pete. We would like to nominate ourselves to help plan your wedding.
Yes, tomorrow.
We have ideas. We have thoughts.
We have ideas.
We have thoughts. And honestly, at the end of the day, for a party, for a wedding, whatever you're doing, like, just be true to yourself and do whatever you want.
don't forget to make the day about you two.
Yes.
Because that's really what it's about. It is not about all of your guests. It's not. It is and it isn't. But really, don't lose yourself in it and make it for yourself. And you'll have no regrets.
Yep. And on that,
I think it's time for a little. I like that. I don't like that.
With our off-camera voice, a sexy
Garçon.
man. Garçon.
Jean.
Hey.
Hey.
Okay.
Here we are.
NFTs.
Oh my God, I don't like that. I don't get it. I don't like that.
I have Googled it and I don't get it.
Zendaya.
Love her.
I love that.
Love
I
her.
love Zendaya.
Mm-hmm.
God.
Hairstyles.
I like that.
I do like that. I don't
I'm
like
not
that
like one of those like obsessive, like there's people I know that are like mega, or you see that are like mega Harry Styles fans.
Great. We just lost the Harry Styles fans. I don't have a problem with Harry Styles. I just don't. I was mad when he beat Beyonce.
Oh.
For Renaissance Harry's house, beat Beyonce. Other than that, I don't mind that.
I don't mind that.
Okay.
Stranger Things season 5.
No.
Well, let's wrap it up.
Like, I loved Stranger Things season 1. Tried to watch season 2, and we're not going to lose the Stranger Things fans.
Great. We lost. Actually, this will lose it. I have a controversial take. I love season 1. 2 was okay. 3 was... I actually really liked season 4, and like nobody else did.
Really? I didn't get that far. I gave up.
Let's wrap it up. Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Avocado toast.
Love
avocado toast.
If you're coming to LA, they always have the best avocado toast.
Avocado toast does not need to cost $25.
No.
But I like that.
Oh, here's my take on the avocado toast is that I like it when it's like a chunky avocado on it, not like a guacamole.
Take it from her.
Queen of guac, apparently.
The queen of guac.
Acai bowls.
I don't like that.
I don't like acai
I don't like that.
either.
Don't like it.
I'm just glad I can say it.
Is it acai or acai?
I think it's acai bowls. I don't like that, but I love poke bowls.
Love a poke bowl.
Yeah.
Balenciaga.
Love Balenciaga. I know they've had their controversy and some things like that. But I really love Balenciaga. I love their purses. I love their shoes. I love their clothes. I think it's very modern.
The greatest line in television history is Myrtle Snow screaming Balenciaga at the stake. So I like that.
Is that it? Well, thank you for listening to episode 2 of I Don't Like That podcast. This has been Taya Valkyrie and Bobby Blueberry, and we will see you guys next time.